Hey folks, welcome back, and we've got a new card to talk about because, well, it's not really a new card. Citi heard that I was talking trash about them, about only working on Sundays, and decided to poke their head up and pre-announce the Citi Strata card. This is not Strata Select, this is not Strata Elite, this is the Citi Strata card. Now, what is Citi Strata? It's a rebranding of the Citi Rewards Plus card. It does have new categories. It does have a new choose your own adventure category. I always endorse these. We're going to talk about the details in just a second, but it is basically a rebranding of the Rewards Plus, and the Rewards Plus will be losing its Roundup feature and the 10% redemption feature that made it like a secret powerhouse card. So we're going to take with that what we will. I'm going to be leaning on Danny the Deal Guru here. Danny the Deal Guru and the Points Guy have articles up on the changes to the card. Danny's a little bit more comprehensive, so we're going to go to Danny's site first. Not going to worry about the Points Guy for this one, but just going to Danny the Deal Guru. Citi has announced today the Citi Strata card, a new no annual fee credit card. The Citi Strata card is a redesign of the existing Rewards Plus card, increased benefits, more opportunities to earn thank you points. The new card will launch for new applications later this year. It will have a welcome bonus of 30,000 thank you points. But there's also bad news as two features of the Citi Rewards card are going away. So let's get into it. The 30,000 thank you points will be on $1,000 in spend within the first 3 months of opening the account. This is typical, slightly elevated offer on $1,000 in spend. So it's a 30% return on spend in thank you points. Existing Citi Rewards Plus cards will automatically convert to the new Strata card on July 20th, 2025. Which happens to be a Sunday, I believe. And new customers will be able to apply later this year. So that's probably going to be late July or in August. Let's get into the card details, shall we? You're going to get 5 times points on hotels, car rentals, and attractions booked through Citi Travel. 3 times points on supermarkets. This is uncapped, unlike the Rewards Plus, which was capped at $6,000 a year in spend and was only 2%. You're going to get 3 times points on select transit and at gas and EV charging stations. So select transit, I'm not sure what they mean by this, but think probably something along the lines of the Wells Fargo Attune, where you're going to get things that aren't rideshare, but are transit, but gas and EV charging stations as well. And 3 times points on an eligible self-select category of your choice. Eligible categories include fitness clubs and gym memberships, select streaming services, live entertainment, cosmetic stores, barber shops, hair salons, or pet supply stores. 2 times points on restaurants, 1 times points on everything else. For customers that had opened the Rewards Plus card before July 20th of 2024, the Roundup and 10% back features will no longer be available as of July 20th, 2025, when the new Citi Strata card benefits go into effect. Those who open their Rewards Plus cards after that date, from July 20th through July 19th, 2025, will continue to have access to Roundup, which rounds up the nearest 10 points per every purchase and 10% points back on the first 100,000 points per year until July 19th of 2026. There you go. So that is the Strata in a nutshell. You're going to get select transit and select streaming services on the card. Don't know what that means, how that's fully defined yet. No date on new applications. This card will lose the Roundup feature for those who previously had the Rewards Plus card prior to July 20th of last year. That's going away July 20th of this year. You can get an extra year of it, but it's going away. Thoughts on this card initially? It's interesting that Citi is stepping into the let's have overlapping categories, because this card does 3 times points on supermarkets. Citi Strata Premier does 3 times points on supermarkets. This does 3 times points on gas and EV. Citi Strata Premier does 3 times points on gas and EV. Now it only does 2 times points on restaurants. Citi Strata Premier does 3 times points on restaurants. So Strata's walking in with some overlapping categories. Citi doesn't usually get caught up in that, but if you're going to nail Chase for it, you may as well throw some shade at Citi, unless the Strata Premier is also getting a refresh. Maybe. So Strata is not the name we were expecting for the Rewards Plus card. Everybody was thinking that Citi Strata Select would be the Rewards Plus rebrand. That's not the case. So Strata Select now still remaining out there as a credit card trademark. There are 2 possibilities now that I have for Citi Strata Select. I believe the Citi Strata Select is either going to be a Citi Strata business card, because one was promised or one was mentioned to Joe Barretto way back when they were talking about Citi Strata before Strata Premier launched last year. So it could still be a business card. What that business card would be, I don't know. Would it be no annual fee? Would it be an annual fee? Don't know. Don't know anything about it. But it would be a thank you point earning business card. That is the best I can give you. So that is option one. Option two, which popped into my head before recording this, is Citi Strata Select could be a rebranding of the Citi Custom Cash, where you get to select your 5% category. And the 5% categories would likely largely come over from the Citi Strata, from the Citi Custom Cash, a lot of the same things, but then there's that same overlap between Strata and Strata Select if Custom Cash became Select. So then you have to play the game. Do I want to earn 5% on $500 per month, or do I want to just get uncapped 3% and not worry about it? So your spending will dictate there. Interesting to say the least. So Strata Select now out there nebulously either as a business card, which I still think is a possibility, which makes way more sense now if Citi is trying to move everything to this Strata namesake, is going to be the Citi Custom Cash now becomes the Citi Strata Select, because that makes a lot of sense. And then you're going to have Double Cash and then the Strata products. Other things to keep in mind. The points guy mentioned that travel partnerships and transfer partnerships are still going to be a thing on the Strata card. I believe this is going to be that at that reduced level that the custom cash gets and the double cash gets and the rewards plus gets, which is you get choice at 1 to 1.5, more likely 1.4 when this card launches. Wyndham at 1 to 0.8, more likely 0.7 when this card officially launches, and JetBlue at 1 to 0.8, again, more likely 0.7 when this card officially launches. So limited partnerships there, but some partnerships. So you can take that into account depending on how you do your transfers. Other nebulousness not mentioned with this. The Citi Strata Premier and Citi Prestige cards are seeing their cash out redemption and capabilities dropping to 0.75 cents per point for redeeming for statement credits and depositing cash into your account. There's no word if this is also going to affect Citi Strata, if this is just going to be like a breaking point for Strata versus other cards. There was that Dan Steele's article yesterday that said, oh, if you have a double cash or a custom cash, you're going to keep your 1 cent per point redemption. Don't know how true that would be with there's going to be a break between Strata and double cash, where you can still move your points between both sets of cards, but like double cash will get you the full cash out, and maybe Strata Select and Strata Premier and Strata Elite will only get you 0.75 cents per point cash out for statement credit or cash. Don't know, purely speculative on this one, but the Citi Strata card has launched uncapped 3 times points on supermarkets. That's always good. 3 times points on select transit, which is not highlighted in Danny the Do Guru's post, but I would assume this is going to be commuter rail, subways, buses, ferries, anything that's not rideshare. Gas and EV charging, 3 times points on that. 3 times points on a custom category of your choice, which is cool, but they gave you some limited selections. And then 2 times points on dining. Roundup feature for those who had the card prior to 2024 goes away, as does the redemption feature of 10,000 additional points on 100,000 points redeemed. That's going away. And those who have applied for the card in the last year are going to see that extended until 2026, and then it goes away for good in 2026. Adapt your strategies as you see fit, big time Citi fans. I don't know what else to say on Strata. Joe Barretto's been calling it Citi's answer to the Wells Fargo tune. Lower earnings, but more categories across the board, so I can sort of see that. Choose your own category adventure is nice. I like that. I encourage more banks to do this. I just wish that they would copy the U.S. Bank the U.S. Bank Cash Plus card when they do it. Just here's your two categories at 5%. Go forth, have fun. We'll just have to see what happens there. But Strata, immediate reaction, it's fine. Does it get full access to transfer partners? That will be a very interesting play. If it does not get full access to transfer partners, I don't know what to tell you. Will the Roundup feature loss be a significant thing? I don't know, but we'll just have to see what happens there. But Citi Strata card, now pre-announced, We'll see what happens when it fully launches. Rewards Plus is losing 2 categories, and all Rewards Plus cards are being converted on July 20th, which means that their time as a zombie card is very short. Good job, Citi. So I'm sure there'll be more follow-up, but Citi Strata card, let me know what you think down in the comments. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button. Check out the Stack Your Points podcast we record on Mondays. We release the show here on YouTube on Wednesdays and Fridays. We have a live on Thursdays, so I'm sure we'll be talking about this card on the live. So check us out there, 8:30 p.m. for that. If you want to support me here on YouTube, consider becoming a channel member, $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. Check out the pinned comment for ways to support me outside of YouTube. That would be a huge help. And let me know what you think about this. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here with me for a few minutes. So thank you for that. Bye for now.